everyone, this is Wen Lee in Lock coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and I wanted to show you today something that I've been working on for months and months is finally coming to fruition, and I wanted you guys to share it with me and see what happens when you get all the way up here to Lofty Ambition. So if anybody has been looking at the Transcend system, then they know at the beginning it starts with just some character shards or hero shards and some crescents, and then the farther up you get, like this one's Sensible Mind, which is one up from Inner Peace, then it starts adding gibbous moons, crescents, and the hero shards. When you're upgrading your character at the beginning, it's actually UR universal shards instead of GRs, and the crescents, and then UR universals, crescents, and gibbous, and then it starts being, SSR universals are the first ones, and then it progresses to UR universals, and then eventually UR universals and these full moons, and then GR and full moons, which full moons are really hard to get a hold of. I don't buy them from the shop, just so you know. Don't try to spend 2,000 jade on these. You can win them in different events. You can occasionally get them in Surprise Streak. Just watch out for that. Sometimes they're in Dream Token. Like this time they're in Dream Token. I mean, you have to buy up a bit with jade, but there's some in Dream Token this time. In Summer Cruise, they had them in Nautical Divine. I happened to be able to get some jade, and I've gotten 6 so far from here. So if you're buying the jade anyway and it's Summer Cruise time, then play Nautical Divine. And my one tip for Nautical Divine is, until you find your, don't try to memorize what is being put up there, because they randomize it after the shells are flipped. And then the second tip is to look at all the shells until you find the prize you want. Memorize that one, and then find the other shell with the prize you want, and then get that first, because once your moves are out, that's it. So get the thing you really want first. All right, so all my tips for full moons. All right, let's get to it. So this is my final upgrade on Lofty Ambition. I don't know what happens after this. I really hope that it's like the end of the upgrades for Transcend, because I'm not really invested in doing a ton more GR shards and full moons and stuff. It just takes a lot to grind for that stuff when you're not putting a lot of money in this game. So let's see. Oh, no, there's another one. Oh, this is like the 7th or 8th or something ring of Transcend that has opened. So, well, anyway, my HP went up and my attributes increased by 20%. That was nice. So it looks like if I finish Diligent Student, oh my gosh, full moons all the way around. Oops. Here we go. Then 3, then 5. That's a lot of full moons. Dude, I'm not going to be doing that. But if you ever did do Diligent Student, at the end you would get your Luna Power leveled up 1, and your attributes increased by 20%. And I mean, that's cool and all, but I would have to say that this is not a project that I'm going to be tackling anytime soon, if at all, because all these materials are incredibly expensive. So I think I've just transcended as far as Wen's gonna transcend. Cool. Okay, guys, you've seen what happens when you transcend that. I hope that was helpful for you and gives you some perspective on the Transcend system. I mean, I do feel like it's definitely worth it to go through Transcend at least until the end of the UR Universal Shards, because you can get SSR and UR Universal Shards from, guild loot and grinding and chests and all kinds of different places. Skin anecdote. But you really can't get full moons or GR shards from anywhere else other than maybe Dream Token occasionally, but you have to do the buy up for that. And let's see, there are some GR shards here. Sometimes in floral something, I forget, it shows up in the events and you can buy things out of it for the same that you would buy in the shop, but it gives you tokens you can spend in its own shop. Sometimes those are a good place to get GR shards, but because you can just spend ingots on that. But I would just say, if you're not if you don't have a ton of extra money and this is just a fun game for you, maybe stopping Transcend at UR Universal, being done with that is good. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. Like, subscribe, and help each other out.